Hey everybody, my name is Steven Kasinenko from Crypto Crush, and today I'm going to review Veltrixa.ai and Veltrixa.io. They're the same organization, and I want to talk to you about this platform and this company. Now, why are we going to talk about this? Well, one, there's a lot of stuff in the news coming out about them. There's a lot of chatter about them, and a lot of question marks, things like that. The biggest question mark is, are they really producing 10 to 16% per month passively? Are the staking rewards real? Is it a rug pull? Is it a honeypot? Is it where is everything allocated? Is there a smart contract? What are the smart contracts? What does it say? Basically, is this legit? Has it gone through certification, auditing, and compliance? And at what levels, right? And because we've seen so many scams out there of ecosystems being launched, tokens being launched. And so I'm today going to cover my experience with Veltrixa since July, and well, what qualifies me to do this overview. Well, one, I've met the owners, I've met the management, I know the tech company behind the organization. They flew me out to Dubai, and I spent over 2 days, or about 2 days, in several meetings with them, discussing their project, really vetting them. So I have an in-person look into what's happening, and I've been testing this since July with my small group of Christian crypto enthusiasts here in the Netherlands. And we're going to talk about the results, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let me share my screen and introduce to you Veltrixa. And so empowering financial intelligence, gaming, and rewards. That's exactly what they're doing. The big thing right now is everyone wants to get into crypto. People want to getting access to invest into equities, commodities, crypto tokens, blockchain, AI type of organizations, ETFs. It's very, very easy, right? It's very easy for the common person to get online and start investing. And what let's be honest, what drives people to that is because they want to get rich. They want to make money. And why do they want money? Why do they want to get rich? Well, my group, they want to do things for God. They want to help people. They want to build schools and wells and rescue endangered girls who are at risk, and help orphans, and widows. I love that. Very, very noble. And I don't think we just want Rolexes. And for me, I'm not against the Rolex or the Ferraris. For this community, we're really like we're making money with a higher purpose in mind, a higher goal in mind. Meaning, it's not for me to get a bigger house and more cars and blah 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 blah, which just never fills anything, right? Like Jesus Christ will. So for us, it's about how do we fulfill what God's called us to do, because whatever He's called us to do requires finances, whether you like it or not. And so I often, in my network, I am often asked about trading and crypto trading. What do I invest in, and what companies am I involved in? So this is a company that I was asked to come and vet for a tech company out of Israel, and they wanted to get my opinion. They wanted me to get a look and feel, and I spent over a week. Well, actually 6 days. Sorry, not over a week, but 6 days speaking with them daily, going through all this. And then the following week, I met management and the ownership of the organization. And a few weeks later, I was brought out, and we've been testing it. And I want to tell you, it's been a really wonderful, wonderful experience. In the crypto world, in the startup world, most owners, promise, a revolution in the world, right? They promise you the world, and they deliver, maybe like just a fraction of that. And what's refreshing about this and unusual is the ownership here is underplaying everything. So what I was told over Zoom calls when I got there, it was 10x in liquidity, 10x in assets, 10x in team, 10x in brilliance. Like, these guys are very, very smart. And all these questions and pitfalls I was hoping to catch them in to prove that this is not working, they answered them. And it was above and beyond anything I've seen. So at Veltrixa.io, you can read their white paper here. What are they trying to do? They want to bring the power of AI agents, and whether you like it or not, AI is here to stay, friends. And I know as a trader that AI trading agents right now outperform any trader, full stop. There isn't and if there is a human being that's outperforming them right now, it will only last for a short period of time because it is unsustainable. AI super agents, trading agents, not even bots anymore. They correct themselves, they improve themselves, they are always looking to become better. And now, with all the other things really fueling this, is a lot of technology that is able to make processing lightning fast. So, for example, a new token, Monad, just came out, and it's able to, its claim to fame is it can process 100,000 different transactions in less than a second. So that, with AI just improving, the idea is you're not going to be able to trade better than them, right? And I'm not saying God can't tell you, what stock to buy or whatever. I'm not even condoning. I'm not saying that, but that's the argument I will often get. Well, God will tell me what to do, and that's fine. I agree. Like, I'm all for hearing the voice of God, right? But if I'm looking as someone who's a trader and investor in crypto in the blockchain space, AI is the future. You can't get around it. So the reality is these big hedge funds, these big banking institutions spend hundreds of millions of dollars for these AI agents. And what Veltrixa has done is they've opened it up to the common person, right? They've opened it up to instruments and vehicles where you can put your money in and easily get 10% per month. And if you're coming from a traditional financial world, that doesn't make any sense, right? That sounds delusional, but not in the crypto space. In the crypto space, it's another day in the office, right? In fact, you can go on, get some staking, some pretty safe staking rewards. So I've seen some offering 20% per month. Well, how do they do that? Well, Veltrixa does it with their AI. So they have an AI agent. They have enormous intelligence and graphs and charts that they're reading and doing trading and technical analysis, and they're making hundreds of thousands of my super small trades. But the average person like you and I, we don't have access to these supercomputers, nor do we have the money to implement them. So what Veltrix has done is they've already been in the game, and what they're doing now is they're offering it to the public. So I am really excited about this. So it's available globally because it's decentralized. Doesn't matter where you live. Russia, Dubai, Venezuela, Newark, New Jersey, I don't know, San Diego, California. You can access this anywhere, even in Canada, believe it or not. And everything is gamified, which is amazing. And what I mean by gamified is the more you participate, the more you visit the site, the more you are interacting in the community, you are rewarded with felt tokens. And felt tokens, we're talking about that. That's already on the biggest exchanges in the world already. And it's been completely vetted, all green lights. We'll talk about that. The other thing is decentralized governance. And that is that in the past, these ecosystems that sprung up that ended up being rug pulls or failed or scams is because the governance, everything was decided by one guy who could pull the plug whenever he wanted to. In this case, that's not possible because everyone who is involved in Veltrixa has a vote. Everyone it's very similar to democracy, where people are voting on this is what we should do, this is what we should do, let's move in this direction, these are the prices that we need. So that's really cool that you have a voice. And these are different products under Veltrixa. Veltrixa.Ai, we're going to talk about that. Veltrixa Capital, Veltrixa Raffle, Web3 Gaming. My kids are so excited about this. They are ready. I have teenagers at home. I've got a 13-year-old all the way up to a 17-year-old, three of them. And they game, and what they do is they get these tokens as rewards, and they use these rewards to buy things in the game. Well, Veltrixa is going to do the same thing, except not only can you buy stuff in the game, you can use it to buy stuff in real life. And that, of course, leads to the crypto debit card. So the primary engine of Veltrixa is this AI trading engine. And I'm going to show you in a minute. Right now, this AI trading engine is operating at 85% correct on the trades, averaging at about 10% gross, so about 7% net every single month. Payouts are every single week, and I'm going to show you the payouts and all that in a minute. Crypto hedge fund. This is awesome, man. One of the things that Veltrix, the owners have done is they are heavily involved in real estate as well. And I went to their building in the middle of Dubai. Let that sink in. Their building in the middle of Dubai with their Veltrix office at the top. And they were talking how they've tokenized all the real estate and other assets. And I know they just recently went out and bought a whole bunch of land for data storage, which is a big deal. So they're involved in a lot of real estate, data storage, and it's tokenized. And we get to invest our USDT, our money with them, and own a part of their projects. And they're doing really well. Dubai, in fact, is opening up Dubai 3, the third version of the city, brand new palm tree island and apartments. It's going to skyrocket. So that's really exciting. Blockchain prize pools. So my traders here in the Netherlands, my Christian crypto friends, we use MEXC, and after a few weeks of trading, they'll get a text, hey, you have 100 USDT or 500 USDT to trade with. And most of the time they'll text me saying, is this a scam? No, it's not. It's a prize pool, right? That a lot of exchanges in crypto uses. As you use the product, you get rewarded. So when my crew here in the Netherlands trades on MEXC, and they do it consistently, MEXC gives them free money to trade. Same thing here. The more we are involved inside Veltrix, whether it's gaming or whether it's in the AI or the hedge fund or all the other things that they have in the ecosystem, they're going to reward us. And again, this gaming thing is huge because it makes the transition, right? It makes the transition from just getting points or vouchers or tokens or coins on a game like Fortnite, which my kids play, and they use it only in the game. Here, you can get felt tokens and you can send them out to your debit card and you could use them. Or they could put them into the staking program or the savings program. And that's the other thing that Veltrix is doing in gaming is incentivizing people to learn how to save, right? So you put money in, but you also get extra money because you put money in to save. I think that's very important. Debit card coming also. Now, here's what I want to show you. This is where it gets real, friends. When I was first introduced to Veltrix, they didn't have any auditing. They weren't vetted by any of these large companies. And I am so proud to tell you that we are on the world's largest centralized exchange, Binance. We're also on the largest decentralized exchange, PancakeSwap. We are on CoinGecko. We are on Dex Screener, Gate.io, another big exchange, OKX, one of the biggest. And there's more coming. There's more coming. MEXC is coming as well. Security verification. This is where it gets real. This is where all those other platforms that have tried that fell, they never offered this type of reporting. So if I click this and I look here, you'll see that Veltrix has got green on everything here. Cannot self-destruct, cannot modify balance. It's not a honeypot. It's anti-whale. It's open. It's not open source. It's not mintable. Let's take a look at this other one here. This is the second one, Go Plus report. And this is saying risky only because it's brand new. It's not, we haven't even done any marketing for it, but look at this, all green, no proxy. Owner can't change balance, like USDT, huh? No hidden owner. It can't self-destruct. It's not a honeypot. Holders can't sell all of the token. That's big. That's really big. No trading cooldown function. No blacklist, no whitelist, no tax changes found. So this is great. Now I want to go into CoinMarketCap and show you that as well. CoinMarketCap is, this is as big and legit as it comes here. So if I go into CoinMarketCap and I go into the search bar and I click on the Velt or search for Felt, you're going to see here all green. So let me take a look. Let's see if I can get in here. Security scan. Safe. All safe. All safe. Overall results safe. Fraud. All safe. This is amazing. And as you see, this is the live price. When you come into Veltrixa, this is another great thing about Veltrixa. When you come into the AI program, we're going to talk about that in a second. But when you come into the AI program over here, you're going to be able to get Felt tokens at 0.0005. So that's almost a 60% discount. So it's like you make 60% return when you come on in there. And I think the peak of Felt token comes in 5 years. Probably the peak of the next bull market as we're coming to the bear, probably the peak of the next bull market. And my son does a lot of technical analysis, and his analysis showing $2.3. I think he's one of the best technical analysts I've seen out there. So let's go back here. Why choose Veltrixa? Well, this is going to say, let me tell you why I choose Veltrixa. One, I know the owner. I know the tech company behind it. I've known them for years. They flew into Amsterdam to meet me. And I met with them while I was in Dubai, meeting with the owners over here. They've been in this industry for a long time. The founder has a PhD in blockchain development. Brilliant guy, heart of gold. But it's AI powered. It's a self-learning model. I mean, it's always improving. The AI trading system is always improving. Why would you even, I don't even teach people trading anymore because there's no point. What I need to teach them is how to operate these AI agents to trade for them, because they are so far superior to human trading. No emotion, right? No, they don't need to sleep. They don't need to eat. They don't need to go to the bathroom. They're not in bad moods. They don't get emotional. They don't get excited. They don't get sad. Just, it's math. Unified ecosystem. So everything is driven, the ecosystem, the currency is felt, V-E-L-T. Like I said, when you go to Veltrixa.Ai, this one here, when you go there, you'll get it at 0.0005 right now. And so that's amazing. I don't know how long that's going to stay, but it's staying right now. So that's a good time to jump in. Felt token utility, again, Felt token is your pass to get into the ecosystem, right? So you get into the platform, you get into the trading platform, you get into the gaming, real estate, all that stuff. It's decentralized. I love it, right? No one person can unplug it. The whole community runs it. And it's transparent. It's on the blockchain. And we saw CoinMarketCap. If you look again, let's take a look here again. Security, right? Safe. Trading, safe. Fraud, safe. Beautiful, beautiful, really beautiful. Modular, scalable. Yeah, they just went out and bought a ton of land to build data centers on in the middle of the desert. And they're going to use the sun to power everything. It's actually unbelievable. And it's a global focus, right? Their whole point is that let's make it easy. Look, crypto was about making things easy. Transacting peer-to-peer, and some of these bigger exchanges are acting like banks. Coinbase, Kraken, they're acting like banks. They're creating fees where there should be no fee. They're taking sometimes 3, 4. I've seen people wait a month for their withdrawal to come out of Coinbase. Well, banks do that. and this is the opposite of what it's supposed to do. Uh, so this is amazing. Here's some FAQs. So it's a financial AI powered financial ecosystem, automatic trading, raffles, gaming, hedge fund strategy, real world crypto debit card, real world real estate too. I love the reward system. I think it's the best way to do it. It's so Velt is used for staking, activating features. We're going to talk about that. Entering raffles, gaming. Who could benefit from Veltrixa? Anyone from I've onboarded 78-year-old grandmas. I'm not kidding. To my 16-year-old son. To people that I know that manage millions of dollars, and they're using it. I also know people that were former government officials who are now using it in their hedge funds. How secure and transparent is Veltrixa? It's DAO-based governance, so full transparency. Everything's on the blockchain. It's all governed by smart contracts. They cannot be changed. That's why all those security Certique and Go Plus and CoinMarketCap, they all give them green thumbs up because the smart contracts cannot be altered. It's on the blockchain. It's black and white. Everyone can see it, and the communities decide the rules. What products are available? We're going to go over that, and so let's go in here. So this is the first project. This is let's go. I'll actually show you the front page. So this is the AI trading part. And like I said, this is 85% correct on its trades. It does a lot of micro trading. And it's wonderful. Now, the way to access this is you click the link below. There's a link to register, and you come to this page here. So make sure you got this referral note here. You put any registration is free, so you might as well do it. Full name, Gmail works best. If you got Gmail, company emails don't work well, but Gmails will work. Yahoo will work. Phone number, when you hit choose, click this choose first and pick your country. Very important. People get stuck in this. And then once you pick your country, if you're in America, don't click a 1 or whatever. Just type in your number, area code first. Then you pick a password, another password, and you click this button here, agreeing to terms and conditions, and that you're not a robot. And then you hit initiate entry. And then when you get there, you will come into this platform here. And what you see here is you have, these are packages. This is how you access the AI trading, right? That's the whole point of Veltrixa is with the Felt token, you can access AI trading. So to get into these packages, you see up here, they have Ignite, Core, Nova, Vortex, Quantum. And they're different packages based on dollar amounts or USDT amounts that you are bringing in to invest to Veltrixa, right? You're not bringing it to me, you're bringing it to Veltrixa. And I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just telling you my experience with it. This is how it works. Because, well, you have to decide. You got to pray about it. But Ignite, $100 in Felt tokens. So if you saw on CoinMarketCap, Felt tokens are 0.00818. Here you're going to get Felt tokens at 0.005. So if I go here to swap, you see there's Felt price 0.005. So you're getting that a discount here. Right? So you're getting that a discount. So you're going to come in here and you're going to pick your package. And the first one's $100 of Felt tokens to get in. And you can invest anywhere from $100 to $2,000. That's the max. And you'll get anywhere from 250% to 500% on this package term. So about $250 reinvesting. Core, it's $250 worth of Felt to come in. And you start with $2,500 all the way to $5,000. And you earn up to 13%. And with Nova, it's $1,000 of Felt to start with $10,000 to get in. Max $20,000. And then Vortex, which is up to 15%. It's $2,500 of Felt to start. You need 25,000 USDT all the way up to 50,000 USDT. And then Quantum, which is $7,500 of felt, and you start with 75,000 all the way up to 150,000 USDT. And so it says up to 13, up to 15, up to 16. The average, I just tell people use 10% as your average, right? If you want to calculate, and it's AI, right? So it fluctuates. Sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 16. But just be safe and use 10 as your guide, and you can reinvest every single week the profits. But this is 10% monthly or 13% monthly. This one's 16% monthly. And if you want to, if you're going to register and you register with the link below, then 1 second, I'm going to give you, there's another link below. Once you register, let me share my screen again. Once you register, there's another link below where you could book a time with me. Now, if you want to book a time with me and you're going to do a package of at least 250, the core, the Nova, the Vortex, or Quantum, so the last four, if you're going to do that, I'll buy your felt tokens that you need. So $250 worth of felt tokens. Instead of you spending that, I'll send the felt tokens to you. You click the link, you book a time with me, and I'll send it over to your account. Make sure you register first and make sure you have the USDT. So if you're going to do the Nova, I'll put up to $1,000 of felt for you. You just have to make sure you have the $10,000 minimum of USDT. And of course, that you are registered, because I'll need your account number to send you the felt tokens. So here's what it looks like. These are all the trades that Veltrixa is making on the back end. If I go to active signals, these are all the different packages I have. I don't know, let's take a look at this one here. Success rate 85%, total trades. So this shows all the live trades. You can invest more. So I invested this package $1,586, and I've made $438 so far since July. Not bad. Like, if you got this in 1 year on an investment, if you got 438, right, on 1586. Hold on, let me do a little bit of math here. Hold on a second. So 15. Hold on. That's a 27.6% interest rate. Like, if you got that return on a year, you'd be like, this is amazing. So this is really, really cool. Let me show you Command Core here. Everybody wants to know, can you take money out? Yes, you can. Here it is. This is all the different, these are all the different times I've taken some money out. Most of the time to show as tests, right? To show people how it works, sometimes to compound. So it gets done smooth. Nothing's ever missing. They're never late. You get paid out on Sundays. Coming in is pretty easy. You inject capital here. You pick the amount you want. So remember, you got to take, if you're going to meet with me, I'll cover your felt tokens you need. But let's say you wanted to start with core. You need 2,500 USDT plus 250 USDT in felt. So you're going to need a total of 2,750. So what we would do is go to inject capital here. And we always put a little bit more, right? So I would put 2,800. And then you pick the chain. So everything from Solana to ETH, whatever chain you're coming from. So you're giving the wallet address to your exchange, whether it's Coinbase, Kraken, whatever it is. So let's say it's Tron. Then you click proceed to payment. And you copy this address here on the right-hand side. You copy it. And then you go to your MEXC account or your Binance account or your Coinbase or Bybit or Bitfavo, whatever it is. and you send USDT over here. Right now, you have about 15 minutes. And then when it's in, it shows as a deposit. You'll see this one's pending. And you don't want to send over from, let's say you got Coinbase, you don't want to send 2,800 exactly. Always a little bit over, even if it's just $1. Because if it's under, it won't recognize it. But if it's this $2,800 or above, and you don't know what the gas price is going to be, it depends on the volume, the time, the day, all that stuff, and what network you're going to use. But you click this button, you bring it over to your wallet, you hit it in the withdrawal address, you send over, in this case, say 2810. You wait 15 minutes and it shows up in here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to swap and you're going to enter the USDT and hit swap. And look, you're getting the Felt at 0005. And current price on Felt right now, let's take a look again just to make sure. 8186. So that's a nice 60% return instantly. Again, click the link below. You come here. Remember, when you get the phone number, you click choose. That's the country code, right? So if you get a country code message, click choose here. Then when you come on in, go to neural access levels and decide what package you want. So this is what gives you access to the AI. And I by the way, do you think 16% is a lot per month? I've seen the technology behind it, and I can tell you these guys average 20 points per month. I've seen 32, I've seen 600% per year from this tech company. So they're capping it at 16, and the reason for that is because they get more than that. But I would say keep averaging around 10%. So I've seen it. I know the ownership is legit. It's been working. I've been doing it since July. Haven't had any issues, no problems. Customer service is unbelievable. My team, because I have a relationship with them, I just call the ownership right away. I'm not kidding. I speak to them at least 4-5 times per week. In the beginning, it was almost every single day, 6 days a week. Of course, you need the Shabbat. You got to rest, right? There's got to be a day for rest. Friends, that's it. Go click the referral link. Click on that and then book a time. There's another one there. Book a time with Steve. Just click that link. And when you do, if you want to do that, then we need a minimum of 2,500 USDT, and I'll cover your package. It's $1,000, even the $7,500 package. If you want to come in with a quantity of 75,000 USDT, I'll put up to 7,500 USDT in Felt for you to come on in. I don't know how long I'm going to do that because my schedule fills up really quick, but while I can, take advantage of it, friends. And that's it. God bless you. Really, I would ask that you would pray about this, and if you got a spouse, speak to your spouse, right? And this is not a get rich quick scheme, but it is steady, it is passive, it is consistent. It is verified. It has been audited. I've met the owners. I know the tech company behind it, and it just started. And they have a ridiculous referral program. I have friends who are working the referral program, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So once you become a member, you can qualify as an affiliate, and that's a whole nother video. God bless you guys. Check out the other videos on how to get started, how to transfer money, how to move money in and out of Veltrix. My review for Veltrix is a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. I give it 4 out of 5, maybe 4 out of 8, 4 out of 5 stars. There's nothing perfect, but what they've been able to accomplish in such a short time and the level of security and transparency is a first in this industry, and it's a real breath of fresh air. This is something that I've been praying to God that something like this would come up. I think since 2019. I was like, man, if there could just be, So these guys did it. Click the links, get registered, share this with your friends. Also, like the video, please. Like the video, subscribe, and I'm gonna keep doing updates here. God bless you. Talk to you next time. See ya.